Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to be sharing all of the tips that I have so that you can glow up, feel your best, feel confident. In high school, I was literally like at my lowest low, and then I built myself up, and now in college, I am feeling so great. I mean, even in high school still, like senior year, I thrived, okay? Junior year, I was starting to thrive, But especially now, I just like love my life and I love myself. I have so much self-love now, and I'm gonna be giving you my best tips to glow up. So I have tips for like physical glow up but also mental glow up in this video. The first category is going to be like teeth care and oral care. So I have a few tips for this. The first one is get a tongue scraper, because sometimes if you have bad breath, it could be because like there's old bacteria on your tongue. But you may have heard this tip before, but do not use it every day like people tell you to, because you also have like good bacteria on your tongue and you don't want to be scraping that away every day. So I use it 1 to 2 times a week, and I think it definitely has benefits, but if you use it too much, then it could also have negative effects. Next one, sorry to be like your dentist, but flossing is super important. You don't really need to floss twice a day unless you eat before you brush your teeth in the morning, but I don't really eat breakfast, especially not before class, so I don't really floss in the morning, but I floss every evening. If you are feeling self-conscious during the day, and if you feel like you want to brush your teeth but you can't, you can always take a mint. I bring mints with me everywhere just in case, you never know. So I mean, I bring mints with me, and mints are good, And then if you drink a lot of coffee or just like teeth staining drinks, you want to brush your teeth right after you drink those drinks, because a lot of people who have like yellow teeth or darker teeth is because of like coffee or teeth staining drinks. So definitely brush your teeth after you drink something like that. Okay, now moving on to body care. So a small thing that I like to do just anywhere before I leave my apartment or the house or something is I put lotion on any like visible skin. So like today I put lotion like kind of in this area. You can also get like more glowy lotions and then you will look glowy. You could also put a body oil on if you really want to look glowy, but definitely I think lotion will also like enhance the smell. I guess that's if you use scented lotion. I recommend scented lotion, and that can enhance the smell, and then people will be complimenting you and be like, oh my god, you smell so good, and you can be like, thanks, it's my lotion. But after the shower, to like really maximize your scent, I have a order that I like to put things on. So I do lotion, and then I do body oil, and then I do perfume. And I also match the scents so that it's like you're not smelling multiple things, the scents match and they kind of just like build on each other, and then you just smell so good. And I do this every time after I shower, even if it's at night. I love to smell good at night, because then when I'm like laying down in my bed, I can be like, it smells good, it smells amazing. And also when putting on perfume, there are a few key places that you want to put on your body. So your neck definitely is one, your wrists, but if you put on your wrists, don't rub it together, because that can like break apart the scent and it wouldn't be as strong or long lasting. So like one spray on each of the wrists, your stomach, if you're wearing a dress, the back of your knees, and behind your ears. Those are the main places that I put perfume, and those will like really enhance the smell. Okay, this is a tip for shaving. If you get like razor bumps or things like that, just remember you always want to exfoliate before shaving. It is not good for your skin if you are not exfoliating and getting that dead skin off before you go in with a razor. So you can get a body scrub or like a dry brush or just anything to exfoliate. And I like to just exfoliate my body a couple times a week, but especially before you shave, exfoliate that area. And again, with dry brushing, you can do that before the shower and your body will be so smooth, the smoothest it has ever been. You really just take a dry brush and you like rub it over your arms and your legs, and you are going to be so smooth. Dry brushing is probably the best way of exfoliating. It is so nice. Also, when shaving, I used to use a shaving cream and then I switched to shaving oils, and that is actually so much better for my skin, so I definitely recommend that. There are so many good ones. I use a Tree Hut one, so I definitely recommend shaving oils over cream. They're just better for your skin. And if you are going out maybe and you want to look super glowy, I recommend getting a like glowy body oil or cream. The Patrick Ta body cream is really good, but obviously like that is expensive. I know that the Solitaire body oil is so good, but there are so many good ones out there. Those are the two that I use. I use that cream, that oil. They're my favorites. You just put it on, again, like where skin is showing before you leave, and you are gonna be so beautiful and so glowy. Okay, my next tip is if you want to put a body mist on. I love putting body mist on after perfume. Again, same sense to kind of enhance it, but body mists are good for clothes, not skin. So perfume for the skin and then body mist for the clothes. And my last tip is bar soaps. Double cleansing. Everything is very important, I think. So double cleansing your body. I definitely recommend going in with a bar soap and a washcloth before you go in with that scented body wash. That is what I do. The bar soap is really gonna get that like grossness off, you know, whatever you want to like actually wash off, and then the scented body wash will really help. It'll also clean you, but the scented one I love like for the scent, and it also just like double cleanses are so good. Okay, the next category is face care, skincare. So the first one, and if you take away one thing from this video, it should be this: use SPF every single day, every single morning. Even if you're out in the sun for like 20 minutes, the sun is still causing damage if you do not have sunscreen on. You will see the effects of the sun when you get older, or you will see the effects of sunscreen when you get older. I put on sunscreen every single day. That is the most important skincare that you could put on. So please wear SPF every single day. You could even get it in your makeup. There's so much SPF makeup that you can get. My next tip is icing your face in the morning. I love icing my face. You just take a cube or whatever shape ice you have, and I just run it over my face until it runs out. You do not need one of those fancy ice rollers for this. People like don't even do it for that long, but I feel like if you want the effects of icing your face, then I use like a whole cube literally until like it's gone. There are like the classic benefits like depuffing your face. It also wakes you up in the morning. But little side note, I get really bad allergies, and I have found that icing my face helps my allergies. So I love to do it if I'm having a day where I literally cannot do anything because my allergies are so bad. Icing my face helps so much. Okay, next, when you're looking for skincare, I definitely recommend looking for like barrier supporting and barrier repairing products. I think those kind of skincare, I mean, obviously like skincare, you need to find what works for you, but especially like for me, I don't get a ton of acne, but I do get like red spots on my face, and barrier support serums, I like discovered them last year. They have helped so much. So that's just a little side tip. If you still kind of need to find your skincare routine and you want to still find things that are really helpful for you, barrier support stuff is really good. Okay, next, every single month at the beginning of the month, in the first couple days, I dermaplane my face. I love doing it. It makes my face feel so smooth, and also your skincare is going to seep into your skin so much better. So it is good for you, but also like it's really nice. Like it makes your face feel really smooth. Okay, my next tip is if you wear makeup a lot, or even if you don't, but you wear it sometimes, you need to be doing skin prep before makeup. It is going to really enhance your makeup. It's like the most important step of doing your makeup. It protects your skin and then also just like really preps your skin for makeup. The key things that you want to look for is hydrating products. So like milky toners are good, and then also like gel moisturizers. I like to do like lighter weighted moisturizers for when I do skin prep. So like gel or water-based moisturizers are good. Not really like heavy or rich moisturizers. Okay, my next tip, this is cliche, but it is super important. Make sure you are getting enough water every day. I am still working on this one, but I have been really good at it. Just keep a water bottle by you at all times. Remind yourself to drink it. I like to hold it like in my hand sometimes, so it's just like there and I'm just like naturally drinking it. I bring my water to class, so like I'm naturally drinking it, because if you're bored, it's like you're trying to do things to like keep your mind busy. So like if you're bored in class or something, then you'll naturally just like pick up a water bottle because you like want something to do. Actually, let's have a water break right now. This is my water bottle. It's so cute. I love it. And my last recommendation for this category is if you have oily skin, oil blotting sheets are literally a lifesaver. I love them so much because I have skin that gets very oily and it's like pretty obvious. You can literally see it right now, but I can actually show you how well they work right now, real time. So I have one that's like, it literally is like a mini parchment paper. It's so cute. But you pull it out, rip it off, which, oops. But they're just like pieces of paper. And then you just put it on and it'll just pick up the oil. And it's literally beautiful. Like, I'm not oily anymore. I'm just like glowy. No oil. Okay, the next category is hair care. I have had a journey with my hair. About 2 years ago, I had to like cut it literally this short because it was so damaged. And ever since then, I have really been taking care of my hair. It is so long. I love it so much. So the first tip that I have is oiling your scalp like 2 to 5 hours before you shower. It is so amazing. It's really good for your scalp. You can get a hair growth serum or oil. I did this when I was trying to grow out my hair. I would put it in and it was so helpful. My next tip, going back to double cleansing, is double wash your hair. So I have one where it's like I kind of let it sit in my scalp for a bit for my first wash, and then the second one I just kind of like really shampoo my hair. So 2 rounds of shampoo is really gonna help. My next tip is after you wash your hair and like when it's kind of damp, basically dry, maybe a little damp, is putting oil on your ends. So there's different kinds of oil. There's the oil that like you put in your scalp, and then there is hair oil that you put on your end. That will make your hair shiny and soft and beautiful. This has probably been my favorite step like with my hair journey. It makes your hair like look so pretty. And my final tip is really just like research and learn your hair type and learn how to take care of it. I had to do this. My hair, I have very frizzy hair. It's wavy, but not like super wavy. I don't know. It's like, I feel like I have very confusing hair, but I did learn how to take care of it. I learned how to like tame the frizz, how to make it not poofy, and now look at it. Like, it looks so good. I mean, I know it's kind of clipped back, but you can still see it. So I definitely like recommend like you should learn your hair type. Okay, and the last category that I have is lifestyle. So this is where we get into like helping your like life and not just your appearance, because this is how you're gonna help yourself just feel good. So my first tip is tea over like energy drinks or something, or I make tea multiple times a week like before I go to sleep. It is so nice. Like, I love it so much. It's really good for you, especially like when you're sick. I love tea so much. I like recently started making tea, and it's so fun. Like, I have a little kettle, like, ooh. So I recommend making tea before you go to sleep. Oh my God, guys, my camera is about to die. Hold on. Okay, I did have to switch to my phone for the rest of this, so hopefully that's okay. But my next tip is to take immunity vitamins. There's also pills you can take, but I just find taking vitamins are easier. Trust me, that will really help. My next tip is your sleep schedule. So find a point where you can naturally wake up where you don't need an alarm. So women need around 9 to 10 hours of sleep. So I need to wake up at 9:30 for class. So I go to sleep at a time that I will naturally wake up. I usually naturally wake up before that. I usually naturally wake up around 9. So just kind of like teach yourself to naturally wake up so that like when your alarm goes off, it's like you're not super groggy and you are like ready to wake up. My next tip is journaling. Journaling is super important. I try to journal every single day. I can make a separate video on this, but you can either write about your day, you can find prompts online, you can write random stuff. There are so many ideas you can find. I find some of my ideas on Pinterest. There are so many videos on YouTube you could watch about like journaling ideas and prompt. You can do a junk journal, but I think really just like getting down your thoughts and your internal feelings is super important. Do not just hold it in. Find somewhere to write it down. Okay, my next tip is to buy good clothing that truly makes you feel good. Don't just buy clothing based off of trends. I found my style like senior year of high school, and I love it. I genuinely like feel good in the clothes that I wear. I love my outfits. Even just like investing in some staple pieces I think is really important, because what you wear is like what makes you feel good. There's like the rule of threes that if you want to like look put together, you have to do 2 out of 3 of the things. It's outfit, hair, and makeup. And I usually try with my outfit every single day. Okay, my next tip, this is like a small thing, but whenever I'm doing something and I can listen to music, I try to listen to music that like matches the vibes, or I will put on ambience on my TV, like in the mornings, like quiet, because like having music to go along with your life is just like so, it can be like really motivating in a way, or it can just like make you feel really good. Okay, my next tip is meditating. I try to meditate every single night. I don't do it every night, but usually before I go to bed, I will find like a guided meditation, or I will just put on like some kind of like meditation music, or like even just brown noise or something. It really helps you calm yourself and center yourself. It definitely takes practice, but I would say like definitely learn how to do it. It is really, I think, important for your mental health. I think it really helps your mental health. Okay, my next tip is mocktails. There are so many different ones you can make. You can make like energy ones, or you can make ones to make at night for your there's ones that you can make for your skin. So definitely like learn mocktail recipes. They're so fun to make. You can make them in like a nice pretty glass, and they're just good for you. I feel like there's different ones with different benefits. Sometimes it's like your gut health or your skin or just like stuff like that. And you could get fun things like edible glitter, put it in there, you know. I feel like that's so fun. Okay, my last tip is to open your curtains, open your blinds. Natural light is so important. I open up my curtains every single morning. I love natural light so much. Sitting in the dark is not good for you. Open up those curtains, or even go sit outside, read outside, eat breakfast or a meal outside, journal outside, meditate outside, do yoga outside. Natural light is very, very important, but don't get too much, because like I said, the sun can have negative effects. Okay, that is all of the tips that I have in this video. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry my camera died, but I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope you can take away at least a few of these tips, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.